I'm Olivia.
And I'm Aubrey.
And today we're here at Revibed.
My name's Andrew from Quincy/Braintree, Mass. Here in Middleborough. This is Revibed, a brick and mortar store with a little bit of this, a little bit of that for everybody. But I wanted to build this place for things for kids to do and opportunities to purchase things that they not necessarily could ever do at certain times. So where we are here is, this is my dream. That being said, so we have an opportunity to purchase sneakers that are unattainable, but at the same time, sneakers at such a low cost, where I bring them back to life, and for short money, between the clothing and the sneakers, you can actually obtain this stuff. We have services from everything from shoe care, because some of these pairs of sneakers, they literally are hundreds and thousands of dollars. To protect the investment, we are going to be offering art classes, I should say, because we do sneaker customization, but it goes so much more than that. Clothing, skate decks. We do have a brand new skate park here in town. We want an opportunity for you to be able to get a new deck if you need some wheels, so we've incorporated that into it. Revived came about, I have to say 13 years ago, but it wasn't Revived. Alicia and I had this passion and this dream to actually have a storefront. We were going to call it Seaside Treasures. After several years of getting our stuff together, being confident, and more or less seeing the lack of things in this town for the kids. Yes, it'd be nice to have a functional, profitable store, but we've had so much help and so much support through the last several years. It's more or less us giving a little bit back. We're just very passionate. It was several years ago when we came up with this idea. We started building it in my living room. I literally had this little computer table, started picking up some stuff. Alicia and I, we dedicate our mental health to every Wednesday, and that's our self-care day. We would thrift, and we would thrift, and we would thrift. And this went on for 4 years. Same thing with the shoes, we'd find a pair that needed to be fixed or repaired, and I'm like, I can do that. So that little computer table that I picked up on the corner for free, somebody was giving it away. Set up a little table. I got a starter set of, and I did do some research because you don't want to go customizing shoes with just Sharpies. So I did want to see how this process was being really, if the paint and the process and everything. So I did a little bit of research on the YouTube, and I gained some knowledge, ordered a starter pack here or there, picked up some brushes, and that developed into a whole studio. Pretty much everything from a vinyl cutter to all several different programs, to not just a starter pack of paint, but a whole wall full of paint. And with all those paint bottles became several pairs of shoes. And that's where the sneaker tweaker comes in. At night, I would just find this passion, and I found myself really enjoying this to the point where I was getting a little traction, and then I would get a DM saying, "Can you do a pair like this for me? Can I get a pair like this for me?" And I'm like, is this happening? And that's just where the shoe design took over. To me, with art is strictly an interpretation of how you see it. Okay, that's the beauty of art. It's not so much, you could have done this, but no, it was done this way for a reason. And I'll tell you, there's not one pair that I personally have done that I would call finished. You could continue with that forever. Yes, I am the sneaker tweaker. This is it, like art, expression, how it is, one of one, be yourself, never be afraid. It's art which you wear and you represent, and that's where the whole tattoo your shoes movement that the sneaker tweaker is bringing to the table, coming soon. For those kids that do come in here and they understand the artistic part about it, they understand finding their own identity. I mean, that's everything. So we did get to that point where it was just room was expended. Not only did it take over the living room, but the kitchen, just sneakers, art stuff, deliveries, front porch, this and that. So we felt confident enough. I had a good talk with Alicia, my partner, the boss, and we made a decision. Let's just do it. Let's follow our dream. Let's open up. Let's find a place. And so, with her acceptance, I began the search. Of course, I wanted to stay within the town of Middleborough. After Alicia and I made the decision, and she actually gave me the go-ahead with the, she believes in my vision. She believes in my passion. So I did find a location. I committed to that location. And then after, about an hour prior to signing the lease to that location, I had to take a drive. I actually had a couple of pairs of shoes that needed some cleaning through the machine. And I'll never forget I just saw numbers. As I'm walking, I saw an empty space. And the numbers, 2,500 square feet, just resonated to me. And I'm like, oh no, the space I'm about to sign is way too small. So now I have I'm freaking out now. I had to decline. I already had the deposit, lost my deposit, what up. So now I felt comfortable with my decision. So skip through, whatever. It's not hurting anybody else because, again, Alicia didn't know anything about this. So I was on the hunt again. Just so happened, I got off the exit right at the center of town, and I see a well-known company packing up. I immediately pulled my truck over. I jumped out. I'm literally like, what's going on in this space? What's going on? And so I went back home, and I immediately emailed, and I called the company before that was even, I needed to find the answer, because now that was perfect space for it. Then I wasn't getting any response. So I finally got a return call from one of the brokers. And I met with her. I immediately said, listen, I just want the space. I give you 6 months up front. I just need it. She's like, can I show it to you first? And I'm like, okay. So I met with her. I expressed my vision and whatnot. And what had happened was she told me that the owner of the building hasn't even listed it yet. That she'll reach out to him, and she did. He agreed. He thought the idea was great. Thought it would be good for the community. I was pumped. I immediately went home to the crazy Sneaker Tweaker studio, all of that. I began packing. I had everything packed up in the kitchen, all the boxes, everything. I shut down my business at home, and I stacked everything up in the kitchen, and I was ready to move. I was literally just ready to go. And I still had 2 days because he was up in Maine, and he wasn't coming back till Monday. Monday came and went. I was a little stressed out, called her. She didn't get back to me. Tuesday morning, I'll never forget it. It was a Tuesday morning. I was waiting around, just waiting to hear, and I got word through text message, verbatim, Andrew, honey, I am so sorry. He decided to go with somebody else. I was devastated. I felt defeated. Literally felt defeated. Because now, what I didn't touch on, I had let Alicia know. That lasted all of 10 minutes. Then I got back on the horse. I called a wonderful woman on the phone. There was an old sign in the window, and that's when she gave me the, "I'm sorry, but we have I have a commitment with someone else, but I assure you, by the 1st, if I don't hear from them, I will call you." Here I am. Yeah, okay. My trust is a little wishy-washy at this point, But let me tell you, 7 o'clock that morning on the 1st, I got that phone call. Said, "This is Mary." I'm like, "I know who it is," And she said, "The place is all yours if you want." And yeah, that's the whirlwind that we went to get here. What it comes down to, this is my baby. I am literally have put my blood, sweat, and tears into this place. This town has embraced my family, and I want to give back. That is Revibed. Please like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Thank you for watching.